Hey folks, I hope you're having a great time. We are here today with Tina, and we want to talk about private lenders and what's the big deal about private lending. But before we do that, there is a huge congratulations to Tina and our team
And
for achieving,
Farshid.
and myself for achieving multiple awards on our kickoff meeting in 2025.
Was
I have received the
2024 was an
20
amazing
Masters
year.
Club. And what did you get? Elite Club.
Yeah.
And our team also received multiple awards as well. So we wanted to share that with you. We're very proud of it. And this is one of the perks of being on one of the best teams in Ontario. So, T, after all the congratulations,
Thank you.
received a lot of phone calls. And as you know, in 2025, we have a surge of private lending requests. But there's always been a stigma about private lending, and it's like it's not good for me. They're going to take my house, stuff like that we've all heard. Can you tell us a little bit about what private lending is? And then the other stigma that I've heard is that anybody can get approved for private lending because they have a property. So let's talk a little bit about it. I just want to tell our audience just about like 5 minutes of what you think about private lending.
Private lending. Okay, well, I think private lending is actually a good source, but it's a short-term source.
Mhm.
And that's something that is misunderstood by some people. They think I'm going to be in a private lending mortgage for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. No, that's not what private lending is all about. And then there's private lending and private lending. We have an array of private lending, which are called MIC, Mortgage Investment Company. They are regulated, and we prefer to use those mortgage investment company because they are regulated, because they follow all of FSRA's policy and procedures, and we, by same token, we do the same thing.
You have to be FSRA compliant.
You have to be compliant. And so the thing about private lending is that it's supposed to be that emergency tool that you use to achieve what you want to achieve at that point in time. But there needs to be always an exit strategy, because a private lender is there to invest for a year maximum. They'll renew for the second year. I've seen maybe rarely some lenders do a 2-year term, but very rarely. It's generally a year. Sometimes they even do a 6 months. And some of them are coming out with the 1-year open, which is amazing because it gets that client where it needs to be at that point in time.
And they can get out without any
And they
penalty.
can get out, exactly. But again, there needs to be a clear exit strategy. In fact, companies like Mortgage Alliance have put in place such structure that they want to know, why are you using this lender? Have you gone to other lender? Is this the best lender for the client? Not us, the client. Because as the book says, as the course says, you have got to look after the best interest of the client.
Best interest of the client.
Now, are there fees? Of course there are fees. Brokers, agents, we don't get paid by private lenders. So we have to put a broker fee. Is there a lender fee? Absolutely, there's lender fee. You have to understand that there's an investor behind this mortgage that is being given to you. And so the investment company, needs to charge a fee. It's the cost of doing business, right?
And they're managing that investment.
And they're
basically.
managing that investment, correct. We don't manage, they manage. We don't manage. If you want someone to administer that investment of yours, then you have to go to a provider that administers mortgages.
And that is administration fee, that processing fee and
Absolutely.
everything, that's where the
Absolutely.
lender fee comes from.
Absolutely. So there are mix and mix. There's some mix that will deal with land properties. There's some mix that will deal with commercial properties. There's some mix that will generally deal with residential property. Some mix will only go to 65% loan to value. Some will go all the way to 80% loan to value. It is a misconception that just because you have a property, you're
You're gonna
approved.
get approved.
No, it doesn't work like that. Make some mortgage investment companies and they do their due diligence and they want to sometimes see, hey, listen, Mr. Customer, I know you're getting paid cash with your jobs, but I still need to see how are you going to support this payment? Can you support this payment?
Yeah.
That's important, right? And it's up to us, mortgage agents, mortgage brokers, to do our due diligence, get all that information. So, a private lender in closing is a great lender for a short term to get the client where he wants to be at that point in time, but there needs to be a strategy. What's the exit strategy?
Exactly.
And it
And
needs to be clear.
who can work with a private lender in terms of an agent? Because that is
Very
also
good
something
question.
important. Yeah.
Very, very good question. Yes, yes. As of last year, FISRA was very good in restructuring who can and cannot deal in private lending because it is a big pool, right? And there is a lot of knowledge that has to go behind knowing how to do a private deal. So FISRA now has a requirement. You need to be a level 2 mortgage agent, a broker to do private lending. If you are not licensed, you cannot talk to your clients about private lending. You cannot engage in private lending.
You cannot advertise.
You cannot even advertise. Absolutely not. No. You need to be licensed. Now, if you are in a company like Mortgage Alliance, we have a hub, we have licensed agents there that if you are not licensed, you could use the hub. Or like us, we have a team where there are mortgage brokers, mortgage agents that are licensed. But if you are not licensed, you're only a level 1 mortgage agent, you cannot absolutely engage in any private lending.
Well, folks, there you have it. If you have any questions with regards to becoming a mortgage agent level 2, or if you want to join our team, please hit us up. We are still growing and we have very big ambitions about 2025. We're growing our team. You can contact me, myself, or to Tina. And hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until
Thank
next
you
time.
again.